Yo, welcome to another episode of the Speaker Geeker Podcast. I'm your host, Steve. And you know what? The dynamic duo is back. It's been a minute, man. Me and Tommy T.
In the building.
Quick update, man. G has some business to handle. But he's all good. He's still here. We still rocking and rolling.
We're going to hold it down for G. One time for G.
Absolutely. One time for G. But nevertheless, man, the dynamic duo is back together again.
Back in the building. Derby boys back in the building.
Yeah.
Man, how you doing, bro?
Man, I'm doing good, man.
Yeah.
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good.
That's good, man.
Getting it going, dog.
That's the stuff I like to hear.
Yeah, man.
Get some people going.
Yes.
It's provocative. Oh, man. Dude.
Hey, I went to the show, watched the Throne, touring Atlanta, dog. I had so much fun. Yeah. It was great.
Yeah.
It was great. Man, I miss old Ye and I miss old Jay.
Yeah.
I don't miss I miss old Ye more because Jay, you see growth. Like you see Jay going to a positive growth where Ye has went to kind of, he's had his ups and downs and I hate to see it.
Yeah.
So in a sense, I miss old Ye.
Yeah.
Happy old Ye. Not saying that he's not happy. He's probably happy now, but I miss that. Like,
Right. I get what you're saying, man. Like, yeah. I miss it just because, like, those were my college days, man. College dropout. What is it? Graduation. I was like, man, those were the days, man. He came to campus one time, bro. I remember going to that concert, bro. I was so hyped.
He came to ours too, but I didn't go. I wasn't into Ye at that point.
Oh, for real? I was like through the wire. I remember high school.
That was the thug.
That was the song that I tried to learn how to say without opening my mouth because his mouth was wired shut.
I never thought to even try that.
Yeah, I was trying my best to try
it. Yeah. Nope, didn't try.
It's tough.
I wasn't rocking with him yet. I was like, man, whatever. I was still thugging. I was still hanging and banging. Hanging and banging, man. I was like, whatever. Ye here? Who cares? I think it was Ye and Fantasia.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was Ye and Fantasia. Yep.
That's what I should have went and seen.
Fantasia.
Ooh-wee. I think Fantasia slept on, but hey, that's just
yeah. She definitely slept on by me, man. Because I didn't go to see her. It was somebody else that came. I want to say Common came out. Monica, or Keisha Cole. I think it was Keisha Cole.
Oh, Keisha. Hey,
yeah, I think so. It was a female that opened for him, for Kanye, and then Ye came out. It was super dope, man.
Hey. And I love me some Keisha Cole too.
Yeah.
Go back and check out Fantasia. I'm
gonna have to because
you might be like,
I never really was a fan of Fantasia. It was Fantasia and who's the girl that couldn't read?
I couldn't read.
Was it Fantasia? No, it wasn't Fantasia.
Yeah, I think it was.
I don't remember, but one of them couldn't read. It was. I'm thinking about Jennifer Hudson, maybe.
Jennifer Hudson can read.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, because both of them was on American Idol, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So it was Fantasia. That couldn't read.
Yeah, she got a hell of a story.
Yeah, man.
Jennifer Hudson has one too. It's interesting.
She married a wrestler, didn't she?
No. They were engaged for a long time.
They never got married?
From what I heard, she cheated on him with a gospel singer. Talk about the irony.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
damn.
Yeah.
It's funny. I always think it's funny how we get into a side conversation before we get into the episode. This week's episode is about it's going Hollywood. I mean, not Hollywood, but Halloween themed music and everything like that, man. Bro, did you watch that Mike Tyson?
I watched a piece of it.
Yeah.
The
piece that the part that I watched the whole thing. every time, what the surprising part, like I was saying in the Slack, the surprising part was the fact that it's Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you wouldn't think that Iron Mike would be prolific as he was in that interview.
Nah, I knew he would.
I didn't.
Because I've heard him talk, and you can tell how deep. Like, it's so many layers to Tyson.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, it's incredible, like, the knowledge he has and how far deep he can go. But what I was so surprised was, it's Mike Tyson talking to Boosie. And I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
How does this even occur?
Where does this happen from?
Yeah. So for me, I was like, okay. But the one clip that I saw was him talking, Boosie was talking about, he just don't want, saying folks to switch up on him.
Yeah.
And Mike said something so prolific that you can tell, because like the entire room was quiet. You can hear a pin drop. And Mike was like, that's our own insecurities.
Right.
He was like, people who flip on you after you've done everything for them, like, it's in their DNA. Like, they've been going to do it. Yeah. That's them, period. Like, but he was saying that we pay them and keep them around for our own insecurities.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that, we want people to fear us.
Yeah.
Because we're scared.
Right.
It was so deep. I was like, and you can tell on Boosie's face, he was like, but there's another part that I want to look at, and that I've seen the interviews about. Yeah. As far as him talking about,
that's the part. Yeah.
Why he said something about, why does he say something about Dwayne Wade? And if y'all don't know, I'm a Heat fan, so I really want to look at that part, because I was so conflicted when he said it, because I was like, that's just a kid, living his life. Yeah. But then on the other side, I was like, why are we okay with it? Yeah, I was like, why do we want to be okay with it? Like,
it's
everybody, we kind of just jumped into the news. Right into the deep end.
Right. That's what we do.
But yeah, if y'all get a chance, man, go read that article. Check out the Mike Tyson Hot Box with Tyson, featuring Boosie.
Yeah.
It was cool because he had Mo 3 with him too.
Yeah.
If y'all didn't know, that was the other guy sitting with Boosie. His name is Mo 3. He's a rapper out of Dallas, I think.
Yeah, he's out of Dallas. Bro, like the most interesting part wasn't the fact that, like, the crazy part was Tyson was like, asked him about why did he say that, and is it secretly that he's homosexual? Of course, Boosie like, nah. But that wasn't the part that stuck out the most to me. It was when Tyson asked him why he does the things that he does. In the sense of what I got from it was, why are you a bully?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? What at what point did you become this? And Tyson had a point in his life where he was like, at this point, this when I was going to become a bully, or this when I changed.
Yep.
And I think just to look at Boosie's face throughout that whole interview, but that at that point, I leaned over to my wife and said, Tyson just fucked Boosie up with that question.
Not only that, I think Tyson just changed his life.
Yeah. Tyson changed my life, man.
Like at some point, like, I think, because I could tell on Boosie's face, it was like, when he was just talking about the one part that I saw, I could tell on Boosie's face, Boosie was just kind of like,
just listening. Thought about it that way. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's what it looked like on his face. Like, damn.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then the fact that it was so quiet that you can hear a pin drop and everybody's kind of like paying attention to Tyson and the abundance of knowledge, what he's dropping on you right now. Like I was saying in the chat when I saw it, I was like, bro, this is the stuff that people don't want to hear. Right. Like someone tell you. And the crazy thing is I can relate to it, because you get to that point where you're like for some reason, it's like you want people to fear you. For the baddest person in the room, you celebrate that person because everybody fear them. Yeah. But why do we do it? It doesn't make sense. Like, why?
Do we
because
want to be them. You know?
And secretly, all the toughest guys in the room are honestly scared.
Mm-hmm.
And you look at that and you kind of look at that in your own way. And you're like, I remember some times where I was kind of like afraid, even though I had courage enough to go do whatever it was, but there was some time where it's like, I'm with such and such with me, so I ain't got no reason to be scared or worried about anything. But also when you begin to be, like I remember in college when I noticed I became the bully.
You was a bully?
I became the bully at some point. Some point between the end of high school and college, I think I became somewhat of a bully because all right, for one, I'm short. So I always had like that short man syndrome. So I knew I had to be, most of the time I was quiet if people know, but most of the time I had to be a little tougher than normal because you didn't want anybody to take advantage of it because you're smaller than everybody.
Yeah.
As far as lifting weights and being how I was, cause I used to be, I'm still kind of stocky, as they used to say. But being a little shorter, you had that kind of that pit bull mentality. Yeah. But at some point it kind of goes over the edge where you're doing stuff to people and it ain't warranted. I remember being at lunch my freshman year and, in college and, you know what I'm saying? This was my seat, but I went up to go get some food in a little cafeteria and came out and like, bro, man, get the fuck up out my seat, man. It was like, it really, now looking back at it, it's kind of like.
It didn't need to go that far.
It didn't even go that far. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, what was you doing? And it was kind of this defensive mechanism of like, all right, I'm showing strength first. I'm up here by myself. Mm-hmm. F y'all, I got a little crew.
Yeah.
What's up? You got an issue? I was never scared. Yeah. I was cautious, but I was never scared.
Yeah.
But even in that sense, there's a little bit of fear because, like, you never know what happens. Like, you want folks to fear you for some reason, even for your own insecurities. Because my insecurity was I was shorter than everybody. You didn't want somebody taking advantage of you, so on and so forth. So, man, look, man, that stuff I can relate to, and I was like, yeah. You're right, because now I'm totally different.
Yeah.
And I'm probably still the same to a certain extent, but I'm more confident. I'm more this and that. Well, like, I can be openly happy for you. Mm-hmm. And completely, like, I'm not going to be the bully type. Like, oh, man, it's good. You can sit there. I find another seat. Plenty of seats.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to push a nigga out your seat. Like, move, bro. This is my seat. But it's more like, man, you good, man. Sit right there.
Right, right.
And you notice the change in the growth. So, nah, man, I'm hoping that whole conversation that Tyson had with Boosie changes him and everybody walks away with something.
No, I'm pretty sure that's going to change him for the better. That's funny, man. You used to be a bully. Stop bullying people.
I guess, I don't know if I was full out on bullying because I didn't like the cocky folk. Like, it was only certain people I would do that too. Yeah. Like, if you was cocky, super whatever, then I kind of treated you like, bro, like I was trying to bust your bubble all the time. Mm-hmm. But a lot of times, I made sure people was good. Like, a lot of people tell you, man, all they did was make sure people were good. Yeah. So I think at some point it was a form of it.
Yeah.
But I wasn't full on. Like, we know what bully look like. Yeah. But it's also, like, you have an image of bully, but there's also different levels to it. You have some people who, they only bully specific type of people.
Yeah.
You got people who bully everyone.
Right.
And then you got some people who is a defensive mechanism that begins to turn into that before you catch it. And you're like, damn, man, you kind of being hard on everybody now. And you don't realize it, and you're like,
right.
Shit, my bad. Goodness gracious, what am I doing? So
now, it was more so of a respect thing for me. I always respected people, and I expected people to respect me.
Absolutely.
And I did get sideways some days, but for the most part, I was respectful. Thinking about like how the conversation with Tyson has, we hope that it changes Boosie for the better. Funny thing, the reaction to jail should also change people for the better.
Yes.
And I was looking at an article, or I heard about this guy, Nuke Bizzle. Mm-hmm. And we've talked about it before. Like people rapping in there, rapping and telling on themselves. So this guy, Nuke Bizzle, basically made a video, put it on YouTube, and talking about how he scammed the government. Like,
what is article at, man?
Hold on, I gotta send it to you.
Okay.
Well, actually, I was like watching the video.
Okay.
But he got arrested. When did he get arrested? Let's see. Damn, it don't say when he got arrested, but I think it was over the weekend. He got arrested. He performs his new Bizzle, was arrested on Friday and charged with 3 felonies: access device fraud, aggravated identity theft, and interstate transportation of stolen property.
Oh, man.
If convicted, he faces up to 22 years in prison. Mm-hmm. He's from Memphis. Damn. Lives in Los Angeles.
New York Times.
Yeah. That's why I'm reading from the New York Times right now. The authorities said that 92 debit cards loaded with a total of more than $1.2 million in benefits were mailed to the addresses that he had access to in Beverly Hills and Koreatown. Man. And then made a video about this.
1.2 million in
1.2 million. And let's see. Mr. Banks gained access to more than $704,000 through cash withdrawals, some of which were made in Las Vegas, the authorities said. He basically made a music video called EDD on YouTube on September 11th, and Employment Development Department. I had never heard of that. He bragging about what he did, and then got arrested, bro.
That's rap for you.
That's rap, man. And I hope it changes him, man. Because the thing about it, man, that money was there to help people. Like, people are really out here down bad. And for you to abuse the system that way, that's why people look at us funny. Because it is some people that are abusing the system. They think it's a get rich quick scheme. That was stupid.
Pretty much.
To be full. If you did it, I wouldn't make a song about it saying I did that. I would, bro, learn the statute of limitations.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Hit them with an OJ line. Like, if I would have done it,
anything.
Man. Just don't get on the video telling on yourself,
bro. Third person.
Right.
You get what you get when you're telling yourself.
Man, what's the rapper from Memphis? I always bring this up and I never can think of his name. But it was a song he made that basically somebody shot up the wrong house and killed a little girl in Memphis. Same scenario, but for the rapper, like I think they might have questioned him to see what he knew about that happening. Can't remember his name, but I mean, like you rap about these things that actually happen, but they're illegal. So what are you supposed to, like? You feel bad and you feel sad for the person, but it's like, bro, you just told on yourself.
Pretty much.
Like especially this new Bizzle guy.
Sometimes, people ain't really. Sometimes people just ain't built for it. They got to tell someone.
Right.
As in order to get it out their conscious or tell anyone.
Yeah.
And
just got to say something. But this dude made a whole video about it, bro. He's facing 22 years in prison. So, I'm
sure he's thinking about his decision.
Yeah, man. I don't even know. Like, I don't want to say nothing negative, but, I mean, like, people are hurt. People, like, you can look it up. This pandemic, this coronavirus has really hit America hard.
Oh, absolutely. I don't know why people think otherwise.
Right. And for somebody to boast about gaining the system, it's just not right.
No, absolutely not.
This was an opportunity for a lot of people to start a business. You see a lot of people starting businesses. You see a lot of people realizing like, hey, well, I did like this is all I got. So good luck, brother. That's all I can say. Good luck.
That's it. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Moving right along, man. I just thought this was something that was cool to mention. Pope Francis appoints first Black American cardinal. I have no clue what that means. But I thought it was pretty big, man. I don't know, like the Pope. I know the Pope is huge as far as like a figure, but I don't know like the Archbishop and Cardinal. I don't know what that means. I never took time to find out or for anybody to explain it. But I just thought that was some cool news just to randomly hear about.
So I guess his name is Wilton Gregory. Pope Francis names Wilton Gregory as the first African-American cardinal. Let's see here. The Archbishop of Washington, D.C. is among 13 church leaders who will be elevated to cardinal at a ceremony at the Vatican. Oh, yeah. At the Vatican next month. So, man, I thought that was like a harder word.
Yeah. It be like that sometimes, man.
And then I was like, oh, I know what that word is.
I know what that is, man.
Yeah. So, no, man, shout out to him.
Yeah.
Shoot.
I think there's some dope news, man. I like to hear it first.
So the cardinal is a leading bishop and prince of the College of Cardinals in the Catholic Church. Their duties include participating in papal consistories and conclaves when the Holy See is vacant. So, man, shout out to him, man.
Shout out to him.
Yeah. Do your job, man. Just do
your
good
thing, brother. Do your thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
What about this versus, bro? Like, I've been waiting to talk to you and Greg about it, so I hadn't said anything too much about it. But T.I. versus Jeezy. But before we get to that one, Busta Rhymes called T.I. out to do a versus.
Okay.
And T.I. declined.
T.I. don't want that smoke.
What was your thoughts?
T.I. don't want that smoke.
Brett, I didn't even think that way.
Man, you gotta think about Busta though. Like, think about the hit. Like, we may not think about it now, but think about what Busta has.
Mm-hmm.
Now, would it be like the most entertaining battle? I don't know.
Yeah.
But like, if we sit down, it's like the DMX one. Like, a lot of people really forgot DMX had records.
Yeah.
After records to go with Snoop. Right. Everybody was like, automatically was like, oh, Snoop go wash him.
Yeah.
And then X dropped, and then X came in, and folks were like, yo, this was just like, and this was so entertaining. I forgot how many records he had, so on and so forth. Think about it. Busta has a song with Janet Jackson.
Right.
Look at here. Busta has a song with Janet Jackson. All right?
Yeah.
Not only that, if we go back even further, you know what I'm saying, before Busta was Busta, with, oh man, I don't know why I just had a brain fart, but Busta got some iconic songs. Like, Busta's from a whole nother generation.
Right.
And when Busta starts dropping these records, like, people gonna understand like why Tip was like, no, I think I'll stay away from that.
See, I looked at it at a different angle, bro. Like, Busta does have hits. Let's put this out there. Busta is a legend.
Yes.
And he has hits. Let's
Absolutely.
not get that confused.
Like, look here, Past Cavassier.
Right.
Past Cavassier. He has a song with Janet. Then you talking about he has a song with Mystical. He got a song with Big. Man, if he drop, you know what I'm saying, I Know What You Want. Is that the one? Not the one with Janet? I don't know. Touch It. Man, he's got like Break Your Neck. Like, if you really like get into what Busta has, like A-Rap, Money.
Yeah.
man, dangerous.
He actually coming out with a new album too. I think next week, or maybe this week. Maybe it's this week or next week.
Yeah, like any of the flip mode stuff. Like, I mean, man, you like I think people like, okay, I'm gonna be honest. Busta isn't like the most relevant individual at this current moment.
Yeah.
Tip is way more relevant.
Yeah.
But you know, Busta start getting in that catalog. Man, you kind of start being like, okay.
And see, that's the thing I think T.I. was saying, or that's the way I would have said no, is that the relevancy of Busta is not there right now. T.I. just dropped an album.
Victory? I can't even forget that he was on Victory.
T.I. just dropped an album. Jeezy is more like they basically Southern rappers. Both of them are Southern rappers. Same genre of rap. Most of the people that like T.I. like Jeezy. But you have a more, you're gonna get it, like I would look at it from the views part. But see, you're gonna have more people look at this with Jeezy.
Would you?
It's like Monica and Brandy.
But see,
you have a lot of people look at that because of the beef.
I'm gonna tell you why. Yeah, but there's no issue between.
There's no issues between them, but you still have that same. It's like two titans colliding with each other. You know what I'm saying? You think about it from that standpoint, because you think about it in the wrestling terms, right? Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock wasn't huge until The Rock got to a certain platform, right? Because The Rock, when The Rock started out, he could have wrestled Stone Cold Steve Austin, and it wouldn't have meant anything.
Now, I'm gonna tell you this: if we were referring to the fight game, matchups and styles matter. There's a reason why you got some people you're like, oh, I wish they would have fought. Yeah. But they never did, because people saw stylistically matchups. It's certain reason why certain fights will never happen. And it's and that's the reason why I'm not happy. I'm not like overly excited about Jeezy versus Tip. Reason being is like, they're friends. Like, they're super homies. Yeah. So there may be some stories, there may not, but they're friends. Yeah. Where like we already kind of know, and it's like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? It isn't as exciting as, and I think I said in the chat that I prefer them to have two different ones. Yeah. You just did say that. You did. I would want them to go against someone else and to have this interaction with someone else. We already seen the interaction between them. But have we though? Yeah. When? They done a whole mixtape together. When? F the City Up. Yeah. Both of them was on it. That was theirs. Man, together. I didn't even know that. They done whole mixtapes together. He's been on Expeditiously. We know they're homies. It's like it's which nothing. I want to see that episode too. I ain't seen it yet. Yeah, I gotta check it out. That's the one where they was talking about Gucci. What Jeezy was talking to Tip. Tip was talking to Jeezy about, hey, maybe we should reach out to Gucci. Yeah. And just kind of get, you know what I'm saying, get this, you know, everybody's grown man. So for me, it's kind of like, I already kind of know how, and maybe to the general public, they don't. Yeah. But I already know how tight they are. So like, it'll be cool to see it. It's not going to be whack. No. That's not what I'm saying. It's going to be entertaining. We're going to get to hear the hits. We're going to hear Jesus do his thing. We're going to hear Tip do his thing. But like, Monica and Brandy, you knew it was an issue. So everybody was like, okay, how they going to react? Jill Scott and Erykah Badu, we never really seen them together. So it was surprising. Snoop and DMX, we've never really seen them in the same room together. Yeah. So it was surprising. Even 2 Chainz and Ross, we was kind of like, okay, let's kind of see what he's talking about. Even though we knew that what the income that was paired right. Even though we knew what the result would be, it was still kind of like, I'm still gonna watch it because I kind of want to see what's gonna happen. With this, it's kind of like I've seen them together multiple times, and I know they got a mutual respect and all that. Even Luda and Nelly, like we've never seen them there. Like, yeah. it was like you had some type of surprise to it. So for this one, it's kind of like you've been to the A and you've seen concerts, you're kind of like, it's Tip and Jeezy. You know, it's Tip and Jeezy.
Yeah.
Now, if G said something, and in the spirit of G not being here, but he said something very important. It was like, man, it's just a celebration of artists at this point, which I love it. But I think that's why I'm getting kind of bored with the verses, because it's called verses. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see some competition.
But it's always biased though. Like, cause even when we was talking about 50 Cent and T.I., man, we was like, there's no way I'm gonna pick 50 over T.I.
But see, that's the thing though. That's the beauty of it. Like,
and there's no way to clearly see a winner.
And that one is more way to see a winner than
in which one?
And this one.
In the Jeezy and T.I.?
Yeah. Cause cause with 50 and Tip, like they've never done a song together well, they may have been on one, maybe, but they never really had this interaction. We know both of them are competitive, and then it's kind of like the DMX and Snoop. Like, sure, everybody in the West was like, no way we picking X. Like, you know what I'm saying? X is cool, whatever. He ain't got them joints like Dog do. Yeah. And then X start dropping these joints, and you like, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. With Tip and Fifth, you kind of would have been like, hold up here. Mm-hmm. Hold on. Like, you when Fifth start dropping in ones, you're going to be like, I love Tip, but and vice versa for everyone in New York. They, up in that range where they like, hey, Fifth our dog, we rolling with him. They might hit Tip and start dropping them joints. They be like, Tip, okay. Whereas this is like, I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna be like as, you know what I'm saying, like as competitive, because they're like, and I know most of the time people are homies behind the scenes, but for the general public, it's like, if you've been to a birthday bash in Atlanta, you see Tip, you may see Jeezy. You see Jeezy, you may see Tip. It's kind of like, okay. Then, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is going to be fun. I'm going to enjoy it. But it's like, all right, let's get to the next. Like, I would have preferred Tip versus Ross.
Yeah.
Reason why. People go back. Ross didn't like Tip. Ross had beef with Tip.
Yeah.
So see them two in the same room and then kind of go through certain things and stories and this and that. Like, you're like, oh man, this is like crazy. Same with Jeezy and Gucci, which we'll probably never get that. But, I mean, like you think about it now, like with I think it's for me, it's better than, I would rather see Jeezy and T.I. than T.I. and Busta. I would want to see Busta against somebody from the 90s because because you get an opportunity to be nostalgic, because Busta's music, because Busta was the first actual CD that I bought that had cussing in it. That CD that he had with what is the name of it? I can't even remember. Level Events.
I think that's it. But it was the one that had the song that he did with Janet on it.
I think that might have been that. I'm not sure.
Whatever the album that was the first album I ever bought with my own money. And, I want to see him with somebody that is from that era and that has come like till today, is still dropping music today. You know what I'm saying? Or being featured today. But for me, I'm a huge fan of T.I. And I'm a fan of Jeezy, man. That's like, for me, that's just like, all right, man, let's hear this. Let's see this. Let's hear the stories.
Look, I'm with it. I'm with it. I don't know. I
know. Steve, you're different.
I want like, I'd rather them two have their own separately.
I feel you on that, man.
I just feel like it's too safe.
I feel
basically.
I feel
you know what I'm saying? It's too safe. And like,
I mean, they got to do something, because they ain't did the 3 6 Mafia, which I think is weird. 3 6 Mafia versus Bone Thugs.
See that right there? You like, oh, never thought something like that.
I was like, I don't see where this is going or how they got paired to each other. But hey, let's see what happens.
But I guess for me, I want the surprise. Yeah. Like it's more likely to have Jeezy versus Tip. And I'll be honest, man, I'm kind of glad that Tip getting this because at some point Tip started sounding like oh my goodness. My goodness, he started sounding like a 6-year-old kid.
Because it's like, bro, we all have to admit that this looks like it's fun.
Oh yeah,
I mean, like I thoroughly enjoy myself at each one I watch. Singing along, getting to hear stories. That's the favorite part for me is hearing the stories. Hearing the things that like how they came up with this and stuff like that, just being able to go back and reminisce on certain things like that. So it's enjoyable. I can see what, like, if I was him, I would probably be doing the same thing because Tip is in a situation where it's not a lot of people that would be enjoyable for him to do it with. But we've only named 2 or 3 people that like all 3 of us have said, yeah, we'd like to see that with Tip.
Yeah. You know what I mean? That's the thing though, like, but I don't think at any moment we named Jeezy with Tip.
No, we didn't. But we never named Jeezy with anybody.
Yeah.
So that was another thing.
But I think that we're looking for the unexpected.
Like Tip and Ross, though. That would be a good one.
Yeah, like that would be
a good one. I give you that one.
Yeah. Like but because I wouldn't do Jeezy and Ross. I think it would be awkward.
If what?
I wouldn't do Jeezy and Ross because I think it'd be awkward.
Yeah.
Because they had like a weird issue.
Yeah.
Like But I would do Jeezy and I don't know.
Right, exactly. Jeezy's in that same boat. Like who would
he ain't in the boat with Tip. You ain't pair him with some Tip, but we could find somebody for Jeezy.
Bro, that's the thing. That's the thing, man. It's all fun.
I'm just not excited because I felt like this was too easy to do.
I
feel like Jeezy did it because his homeboy really wanted to do it and nobody would do it with him.
I don't think that like.
No, I'm being honest. Like that's really how I feel.
I agree with you.
I feel like Jeezy was like, "Hey, bruh, I'll do it with you."
I think that's a good matchup, but hey, to each his own. Greg thinks it's a good matchup too, but Steve,
it's exciting. I don't think it's a good matchup. I think everybody's excited to hear Tip and Jeezy music.
Yeah, together.
You know, I don't think
it'd be funny if Gucci surprised them and come in because he seen where they was like, hey, let's just chalk it up.
Oh, fuck. Oh, sorry. Pardon my French. Hey, keep dreaming.
Right.
Gucci, hey.
Gucci ain't trying to hear that, man.
No, Gucci ain't. Look, I would do Plies and Jeezy.
Bro, you're stretching it now, man.
No, I'm not.
Bro, you can go Plies and T-Pain, but not Plies and Jeezy, man.
I would do Plies and Jeezy.
Plies and Boys in the Hood or somebody, man.
Plies got records.
Bro, he got 1 or 2. Like
no, he got
some, his first album was on point. His second album
was on point.
What was on the second album?
Look up the second album.
Like he didn't like, bro. Like I stopped listening to him.
Actually, I do Plies and Got It, but I would do Plies and Jeezy.
No,
I would do Plies and Jeezy.
The Real Testament.
Yeah, like I think Plies start dropping some stuff. You'll be surprised, and then it's gonna be ridiculously entertaining because Plies is a whole fool.
Right.
Shoot, Plies got a record with Jeezy. Plies, I would do that. Now, will Plies do it? Nah, probably not. But if I want to name somebody, I would do Plies and Jeezy.
Nah, I wouldn't do Plies and Jeezy.
Because Plies gonna pull out the mixtape hits.
Yeah, I wouldn't do Plies and Jeezy. Like most people didn't even know he was a rapper. Like my little cousin really thought he was a Instagram guy.
Yeah, but how old is your little cousin?
He's like 15, 16.
All right then, so he don't count.
Can't say the man don't count, man. He counts.
Yes, I can.
He listens. He's the consumer now.
Yeah, but Plies, Plies is outside of his realm.
By
Your
Plies'
little cousin
second
probably don't
album.
even know who Busta Rhymes is.
Nah. By Plies' second album, but he know who Jeezy and T.I. is. By Plies' second album, I was done listening to him.
Oh no,
Yeah.
you missed a lot.
He said I missed a lot. Nah, I mean, like his first and second album was on point. Nothing against Plies. It was just that was 2008. Yeah, Lil Wayne was coming out with everything. You know,
a lot of people.
And you still had T-Pain.
Go hop on the mixtapes and you can see a lot of what you missed.
Man, but anyway, bro. T.I. and Jeezy, November 19th. I'm just not that excited. At 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm tuning in. I'm excited about it. Steve's not so excited about it. No. But it's okay.
No. I'm just like, it's like your two homeboys decide to do something together and you're like,
how you don't be excited for your two homeboys?
But it's expected.
No, I'm just saying, but you still got to be excited for them. You still got to show that same energy. Same energy.
No, not on this one.
Oh man.
No, I see them every day.
Man, I'm still super excited for it, man. Even if I see them every day.
Let's roll with it.
November 19th, that verse.
Jeezy and 2 Chainz.
Season 2 did it. Should have done Jeezy and 2 Chainz.
Yeah.
I don't know. I probably would have went Jeezy and Ludacris. That might have been a good one. Let's see. What else we got? Oh, I guess we get into the episode, bro.
Shoot, the Luda and Nelly was a good one.
It was okay, man. Nelly had issues with
that's true.
With his internet, man. I think it'd have been better if it was like the next day.
Yeah, that's true.
And his internet wasn't messing up, so.
Yeah. We'll restrict that one for the record, but yeah. Jeezy and Luda might have been cool.
Anyway, man. This episode is supposed to have been about Halloween things, man, but we just got in really to it. Everything else. When I think about Halloween songs or Halloween themed songs, there's 2 songs that come in mind. It's
hip hop songs?
Yeah, hip hop songs. Yeah. I didn't really think about Halloween and love songs. I feel like those are 2 conflicting things.
Well,
I don't listen to much of anything else.
Well, there's Thriller.
That wasn't a love song, though.
Well, I'm saying it wasn't a hip hop song either.
It wasn't, but touche.
You just gotta be a little specific.
Yeah. So
that's all.
But when I think of Halloween themed songs, I think of the Ghetto Boys.
Absolutely.
Mind Playing Tricks on Me, and Fresh Prince song Nightmare on Elm Street.
Mm-hmm.
Or A Nightmare on My Street.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 songs I think about when Halloween comes up. I remember the first time I heard the Ghetto Boys with Mind Playing Tricks on Me, or saw the video, because that was the first time I heard it. I was watching the video of it. And that was really the first time I paid attention to Scarface. When I put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
Scarface is dope as fuck.
Incredible.
Willie D is dope. Bushwick Bill, R.I.P. to him, is dope.
Absolutely.
But Scarface is fucking genius, dog. When it comes to lyrics, you know what I'm saying? And dog, just thinking about that song, thinking about the video, it was already themed like a Halloween theme anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like in the video, you got Bushwick Bill, like kids going trick-or-treating and stuff like that. So I'm trying to look up the lyrics real quick.
Man, I love that record, man.
Man, I like the video though, man.
It was an incredible one.
I sit alone in my 4-corner room staring at the candles. Oh, this shit is on. Like, dog, that line alone, I sit alone in my four corner room staring at candles. Like, bruh, like what type of shit you just be thinking about when you like Halloween is for you to be scared of something. Halloween, I don't know where Halloween comes from. I'm not real big on Halloween and dressing up, but I always do it for the kids.
I think if I remember correctly, American Halloween is way totally different from what it actually from where it like derives from, which is I think the Mexican holiday. Let me see if I can find something on it. So it's a Mexican holiday called Day of the Dead, where they honor, the dead, and they dress up and so on and so forth. Whereas we Americanized it, of course, to where we give out candy and buy costumes and, of course, make money off of it. So, let's see. Halloween's origins date back to ancient Celtic festivals of. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Y'all can look it up. Celts who lived 2,000 years ago, mostly in the area that is now Ireland, the United Kingdom, or whatever. Their New Year. Hold on. That's pretty cool. United Kingdom and Northern France celebrated their New Year on November 1st. This day marked the end of summer and the harvest, and the beginning of the dark, cold winter at a time of year that was often associated with human death. So that's one thing for if you're going back that far. And there's even more to it as how it's kind of came about and all of that. But also All Saints Day, May 3rd, 609 AD, Pope Boniface the fourth dedicated the Parthenon in Rome in honor of all Christian martyrs. Martyrs and Celtic Fest of all Martyrs Day was established as a Western church. So, and then you kind of keep going on, and of course, Halloween comes to America. Celebrate Halloween was extremely limited colony, New England, because of the rigid Protestant belief system there. Halloween was much more common in Maryland and southern colonies. So there's a lot of that. I'm surprised they don't talk much about, Mexico and like the Day of the Dead and all that, but hey, whatever. So yeah, that's kind of like a little bit of backstory. People can look up that and a lot more and kind of go in a little more deeper. But yeah, it's kind of quick. And this is per the history.com site, topics, Halloween, history of Halloween. So you can go back, y'all can look it up. But yeah, that's kind of where it comes from.
Yeah.
Real quick.
I was just reading, yeah, man. You went through the whole Halloween thing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up later. I was just reading Bushwick Bill's part and just thinking about his part in that song. And he basically, like, the gist of it is he was just fighting the ground.
Demons. Oh, yeah. Like, he figures out that that's what he's doing. But if you look at the visual, it's like, he's thinking, he's like hallucinating or whatnot. Then he figures out that he's just punching on the ground.
Yeah. Right? Fuck the ground up, too. Like fucked it, like he was like had blood everywhere.
Yeah,
like fucked it up. I just think that song is the epitome of like where you could go with rap, and that was in what 90? What year did that come out? Ooh, it was early 90s. Shit, I don't even have the date on it, but early 90s that song came out, man, and these guys are laying lyrics down like that. Then you get to Fresh Prince and DJ Jazzy Jeff with A Nightmare on My Street or whatnot, and it's themed around Freddy Krueger. Strictly, if you know anything, Nightmare on Elm Street is Freddy Krueger's movie, and it's talking about dreams, so not going to sleep. And he was able to take that movie and put it in a song, basically. That gives to Will's lyricism, as a kid. I think Will is very lyrical even now. But that song, it stood out to me. Just thinking about Halloween. And I'm not a huge fan of Halloween. Like, I don't really eat a lot of candy. Or, it got to a point where you couldn't trust people, but that's another story.
Oh, yeah.
That's a completely different story. But what are some songs that you think about when, like, with this Halloween thing coming up and everything like that? What are some songs that you think about?
I mean, Minor Playing Tricks on Me is always a top one.
Yeah.
On there as far as that. And of course, I mean, I kind of mentioned it, Thriller. And that's kind of off the focus, but yes, that would be one of them as well. The crazy thing is, you actually sent the list to us in the Slack.
Yeah.
And excuse me, guys. For everyone who isn't doesn't know what the Slack is how we communicate. It's like a business chat, but you sent a playlist, and it's so many songs for Halloween that I didn't even thought to consider as a Halloween song that was listed on this playlist. Which are some songs that I really do enjoy, like DMX, The Omen. That was one song I was like, what? And then I started thinking about it. I was like, oh man, okay, it kind of is. Or like Dracula's Wedding with Outkast.
Yeah.
I never thought to even associate it with that.
I didn't either.
At all. And I was like, or Dr. Frankenstein with Ice Cube, or The Monster with Eminem and Rihanna.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why's the stuff playing on my phone? Sorry, you guys. Or even Monster with Kanye West, Jay-Z, and Nicki. Like, or also I should have thought about Fabulous and Jadakiss when they dropped the album Freddy vs. Jason, that it could be associated with Halloween. Like, I never even thought to think of it, but yeah, at this moment, I mean, I'm completely, like, so much stuff has completely changed how I look at it now. And like, I mean, of course, Minus Playing Tricks on Me will be my all-time favorite just because of the visual, how they went about it. I think Kid Cudi had a record as well that was kind of a Halloween theme, and I don't see it on here, but it was incredibly dope, which I wish I could remember the song. But nevertheless, man, really is that song. And then, I mean, going outside of hip hop, man, it's Thriller. The Chipmunks has a Halloween song as well that I enjoy if I'm gonna slip it in there. But yeah, man, that's just that one, man. Just
my mind is playing tricks on me.
That
beat hard too, bro.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Like, that beat is hard. Like, it's not, like, it's funny because it's not dark. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would think a Halloween song would be dark and slow and meticulous and windy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you like, it's funny that none of the 3 6 Mafia songs are on there, but because they were horror, beats. They made a lot of horror beats.
I don't think the song was like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think the song was kind of fit that as far as the lyrics, like, you just kind of go through here. And I know you brought up Scarface. I'm gonna see if I can get to Willie D's verse, but
Willie D always reminded me of like a flashy guy. Like,
I love Willie D, man.
I like him, but he's just like, he can rap, but Scarface was always, even with the Ghetto Boys, Scarface was that guy for me.
I mean, man, I just can't underestimate what Willie D was able to do. Like, Scarface as a single was incredible. In the group, Willie D was definitely a stand up. Like I mean, just kind of going through his verse. I think like everybody, I think a lot of people really remember Willie D saying, "Everybody know me. It's like I'm a movie star." Like everybody knows that bar. Yeah. But then you kind of go through it, man. It's like, but late at night, sometimes ain't right. I feel I'm being tailed by the same sucker's headlights, which is in every single like scary movie ever.
Yeah.
Is it that fool I ran off the block? Or is it that N-word last week I shot? Or is it that one that beat for $5,000? Thought he had
he was a boxer.
Yeah. Thought he had cane, but it was a gold medal flower. Reached under my seat, grabbing my popper for the suckers. Ain't no used to be in line. I was scared as a mother. Hooked the left into the pot pies, right. And bailed out quick. If it's going down, let's get it. Let's get this over with. Here they come, just like I figured. I got my hand on my trigger. What I saw make your heart start giggling. 3 blind cripples and a crazy senior citizen. Like, it was like, wait, what? I live by the sword. I take my boys everywhere I go because I'm paranoid. And like, that was kind of the basis of the song. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's like even going further where he's like, I keep looking over my shoulder, peeping around corners, my mind playing tricks on me. Day by day, it's more impossible to cope. Like, and you just, as you go further and further down, like, Willie D was pretty dope in this verse, man.
Nah, he was. I get you.
Even to the part where, and I think this is Willie D's part. And if I die, then my children be a bastard. I had a woman down with me, but to me, it seemed like she was down to get me. And just kind of so on and so forth. But man, this is like, for me, this is the ultimate song. And then you put it together with the visual, and you're like, yeah.
Bushwick Bill was like, this year Halloween fell on the weekend. Me and Ghetto Boys are trick or treat, robbing little kids for bags.
Yeah.
Why is he robbing the little kids, bro?
That happened though. You gotta think about it, man. Folks used to take them little kids stuff. Egg people hounds or TP people hounds and stuff like that. I mean, one time I was sitting on the porch with a bat. Like, anybody had this house, you got problems. Man. At that point, I was a little older. Yeah. But nah, man, this will be the song that, and then I mean, of course, Thriller. Yeah. 2 songs where the visuals match matched it to a T. So
yeah. Well, we talked about Halloween. That's about all I can give to Halloween, bro.
That's it.
Yeah, that's about it, man.
I love Halloween, man. Scary movie.
I just don't mess with it, man. Like, I don't know. Like, I do the trick or treat, the trunk or treat thing, but like, you know, we got Lily. I got maybe another year that I can kind of just coast through it by just taking a picture or something. But like, bro, it's like, this is it. That's all I got. I have no more.
Oh, man. The scary movies.
I don't even like the movies. Aren't even scary anymore. Like the ones that scared me.
What movies you watching?
It's one with dolls, man. That messes me up.
See,
I can't watch it at night. I watch it in the daytime.
There you go.
But dolls are weird. Anyway,
I know, especially the creepy ones that move.
Yeah.
So it's the movie like Jason and Freddy don't do it for me no more. But the movies were like, you know, like that spiritual type of deal. Yeah, that tear me up. Like Paranormal Activity.
That mess you up.
Before
I get bored with this stuff, man. After a while, I thought it was gonna be scarier than what it was.
It was good though.
It was a good movie. It was a solid movie. I like the cinematics behind things, but you know, like the music that they use for scary movies, I like, and it's just kind of feeding into it, enjoying it to the point where, like, you know, it gets you emotionally. So it just really depends, man. I definitely like the sound, the music in movies definitely puts you in the mood of a scary movie and stuff like that.
Yeah, man.
I just don't know what it is about Halloween, man. You remember Sleepy Hollow?
Yes.
The TV show?
No.
You didn't watch that? With the Headless Horseman or whatnot?
I watched the movie.
I watched the movie, but the TV show was straight. It wasn't scary or anything. But
when it gets to TV shows, it don't be scary. Remember everything.
They have to draw it back a little bit. But the soundtrack to it, the music to it,
was that not creepy?
That was on Netflix.
It don't matter.
Like it wasn't on broadcast TV. Like
I don't watch broadcast TV.
Everybody has access to broadcast.
You watch broadcast TV?
Yeah. I don't. I mean, like I don't watch it on my I stream it. You know what I'm saying? But everybody has it
too. Yeah, like it's dulled down, so I already know what to expect.
Right.
I go looking for the stuff that's gonna creep me the hell out.
But it's like for me, it's like stories. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
But anyway,
Blind Man. So all that stuff,
all that good stuff, man. What an episode, right?
Yeah.
It was us too, man. We holding it down. G was out.
I thought about dressing up, but I was like,
I thought about that too, but then by the time I thought about it, it was earlier today, and I was like, nah, I ain't worried about it.
All weekend. Let us know, man. But let us know, man. What's the record that does it for you for Halloween?
Yeah.
Like for me in the summer, when I know it's time for the summer, I always have to drop that Will Smith, man. Summertime.
Yeah, that's how I start my summer off.
Yeah, for Christmas, I gotta. Okay, you was the Temptation. Who was it for me? I guess it might be the Temptations. I might be the Temptation
in my mind.
Absolutely. That's crazy. My wife just did it, and y'all did it like at the same exact time.
Oh yeah.
Merry Christmas. Like Christmas ain't Christmas until I watch The Grinch.
Really?
Yeah. Like I gotta watch The Grinch.
It used to be Christmas that way, but now it's like, man, they done made 3 different types of Grinches.
But see, they trash. You gotta watch the other
one. 2. The last one is straight.
I like the last one. Okay,
I like it. The
live one with Jim Carrey's trash.
I like that one.
You like
my favorite is the original cartoon.
I like the original and I like the last one. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't want to see the one with Jim.
I mean, like if it was on, I'm not gonna be like, let me go look at it. But
like on Halloween, I gotta see Saw movies. Yeah. I gotta see what else I gotta see? I gotta see oh man, crap. Well, I just have a brain fart. Shoot. The Shining. I gotta see The Shining. That's my joint. I gotta see scary movies on Halloween, man. So for everybody, man, tell me what is the record for you when it comes to Halloween? Like I gotta see Nightmare Before Christmas. Period. And then I gotta sing, it's this. What's this? It's nothing everywhere. What's this? It's
That's
Halloween,
too funny,
bro.
Man.
It's Halloween.
Yeah, I don't do anything special for it. So
well,
I'm gonna take pictures, but you know, that's because I have a kid. But anyway, like Steve said, man, let us know what's the song for you for Halloween. What gets you going, put you in the Halloween spirit, and let us know that in the comments. If you haven't already, please go subscribe to the channel 3 Amp Media Studios on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram at Speaker Geekers Podcast, and on Facebook, Speaker Geekers Podcast. You can follow me on Instagram at I am Tommy T the Third. You got Steve at the Great Steve-O Steve, and also you got G at instantly_G.
Yes,
all on Instagram. Follow us there. Like I said, comment, subscribe to the channel, share it, like it, comment on that thing, hit the bell. You know, so you know you need sound effects, bro. Hey. Hit the bell so you know when we drop a new video. And yeah.
Hey, I promised everybody something.
What was that?
Wise words from Weezy. It's supposed to be this week.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Oh, hold up. Crap.
Oh, yeah, you did say that. I forgot about that.
Man, I forgot about it.
You supposed to have this ready.
I know, but I forgot about it. Hold on. Give me a second. Like,
I'm waiting, man. I'm
talk
waiting.
Through it. Like, help me out.
Wise words from Weezy. Man, that's all
Okay,
I
here
got
we
for
go.
you, man.
Here we go.
Did
Wise
Weezy put
words.
something out for Halloween? Anyway, go ahead, man.
Did he?
I don't know.
Crap, I gotta look that up. Okay. Wise words from Weezy. I'm gonna give you this one. And I don't think you're beautiful. I think you're beyond it. Wise words from Weezy.
Why is it going on in my head?
Wise words from Weezy.
From Weezy.
Yeah.
There it is, guys. One huge thing, one last thing, bro, before we go. Next week is our year episode, bro. I'm super excited about it. So shout out to you, bro. 1 year we in the books, man. So that's exciting. Look forward to it next week. Yeah, so that's all I got, man.
You can't shout out to your damn self.
Man, bro, it's like I don't want to give myself a shout out, but I give you a shout out. I give you G a shout out. I gotta
do it there. Shout out to you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
1 year, man.
1 year, bro. 1 year. In the books.
In the books.
And
shout
we
out
did
to G
this
for
week.
Shout out for G for coming along with the journey with us, man.
G been in it since day one, man.
Absolutely.
You know, so
this is crazy.
That's all I got, man.
Yeah, man.
You got anything else?
What's the name? I wanted to say this in the news, but I guess yeah. I got it up actually. Yo, Trippie Redd. He's tripping.
What happened?
No, actually that's Lil Pump. Sorry, Trippie. My bad. Well, Lil Pump says he's gonna vote for Trump.
Yeah, man.
Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that, but
okay.
But
yeah.
Go
Look
vote,
here.
guys. Go vote.
Just go vote.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness,
that's all I got to say about that.
Enjoy the wise words from Weezy. All right.
Yeah.
Tell somebody that, please.
Right.
I don't get these kids these days. I think it's just publicity.
I don't know. But anyway, guys, I'm out. Peace.